I'm your girl Tish Luv, and I'm just here to say that I'm finally doing this my way. Join me on my journey, no stopping me on my way up. I'm blessed and yes, success is next. Hey y'all, it's your girl Tish Luv. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tish Luv. Hey y'all, it's your girl Tish Luv. What's up? It's your girl Tish Luv.
Everybody, welcome back to the Tish Luv Show. Oh my goodness, I'm here with my baby Keli Layne.
Yes, we're back.
It's been so long.
It's been too long.
New year.
New year.
New show.
New energy.
New everything. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. Can't complain.
Okay, I can
I'm
complain.
well, healthy.
Good.
You know, finally mustered up courage to go to the doctor.
Okay.
You know, just for regular physical and stuff.
That's scary
And
now.
Yeah.
I know.
But, you know, they're so professional and nice and, you know, I'm doing well.
Good.
How about you?
Good.
Oh, no!
Overall, I'm here. I'm blessed. I am doing well.
Yes.
It's been crazy.
I can imagine, honey.
But my crazy started 4 years ago when 45 got inaugurated. I'm not gonna lie.
We're jumping right in.
We're jumping right in because I can breathe now. I feel
know.
like something's been lifted.
Yes.
But literally, I kind of went into a slump 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's where it all started.
That's where it all started. It just went.
It didn't
down.
let up. It didn't let up, and then it was like the big finale. Of lockdown.
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh gosh.
So I don't want to dwell too much on the negative. It has been challenging.
True.
But we made it. New president, new year.
I know.
Just new energy. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, me too. And it's making me hopeful. I'm not having like a big celebration yet.
Okay.
You know, there's some relief.
Uh-huh.
But it isn't like completely.
Okay.
Because we've been made a lot of promises, you know?
Yes.
We've been told a lot of things in the past.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in a space where I'm just going to wait and see.
I don't blame you because I hate being disappointed too. But I'm hopeful and faithful because my faith is in Black women.
Amen.
Okay? And we have a Black woman vice president who don't take no. All right?
No.
So I feel like we haven't had that. So that's renewed.
Yes.
I know politics is a little
muddy.
Once you get in there, it could change, but I trust us. And that's I really also think that we also experience a really big in-our-face eye-opener. A few of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it makes it a little harder to go back to normal because it got so crazy to where the people that thought everything was okay realized that it wasn't. So now it's going to be hard to just brush over. And I think we have our voices now, and we're not letting nobody brush over. So it's like you in there, but we're keeping, no pun intended, our foots on your necks now.
The only thing,
your foot stayed on ours.
I feel like the only qualm that I have is there's such huge, we're facing such major, impactful crises at once.
Yes.
It's almost like, okay, what should be addressed first, right? Because there's only like a limited amount of time, resources, energy. There's so much to heal.
That's true.
It's true. Where do you even begin?
Well, you have to begin with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because without your health, there's nothing. You can't go anywhere else.
Right.
I think that's number one. Everything else we've kind of been. We shouldn't be used to it, but we've been used to. You know, as sad as that is.
They've been existing issues.
Yes. This pandemic, this is new for us. I need that to get out of here.
Right.
I'm a vaccine believer. I know a lot of people probably aren't. I'm okay. You know, I've probably done worse.
So
we're not gonna go there.
So you're gonna vaccinate your baby?
No, not her. It's not even approved for her.
It's still in like trial phase.
But I've started mine.
Oh, okay.
I have, because what's going to help? Come on, let's get it.
I mean, I actually know several people that have.
Mm-hmm. And I'm fine. I'm not switching or anything.
Right.
Promise.
You still have all your limbs.
I have all my limbs. I'm good. I think I'm okay.
Well, I was actually having this discussion with my king, and I was talking about how, like, my concern is what's going to happen a few years from now, because it was all so rushed and everything.
Right.
It's like there's nothing that really, I don't feel 100% assured.
I get it.
And with a new strain, it's like, okay,
what's going on?
Yes,
I get it.
So that's what it is, really. My assurance that it will protect you from COVID. That's
that's a legitimate concern. I think I've taken unproven things before, right? This is not going to be the first unproven thing. I believe when they say that it's not new technology. It's something that they've been working on a long time. I think there's some of us that's been working on it.
Right.
So it's not a new technology.
Yeah, that's true. We ingest things every day.
Every day. That you don't know approved, or you don't know what it could turn out to be. So I don't give it that much energy.
Yeah. Just as long as it's saying it's a vaccine, then I'm gonna do it, and that's it.
Yeah, we're gonna figure this out. I understand people that don't. I'm not judging. I get the reservations of it, especially being Black and we were experiments.
And I mean, how they're promoting it, too. I mean...
Yeah. It's a little crazy.
There were NYCHA.
Yeah.
They were dispensing vaccines in NYCHA centers. So it's like stuff like that.
Makes you a little crazy.
A little bit. It stands out.
I'm just like, listen, just give it to, I'll try it. I'll jump for humanity. Right now. Because what's right and what's wrong, you get it, you can die, you don't get it, you can die.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll get through it.
Yeah, no matter what. I mean, we've survived a significant amount of things.
Yeah.
And it's just one day at a time,
Basically.
Just being really grateful to be here and making the best choices, according to all the information you know and have. Yeah, exactly. That we receive.
Tuning into the Tish Luv Show, it'll make your life better. I promise.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's it. You do that, you'll be fine. Watch me, So we'll be right back. We have some tweets from the streets. Tweets from the streets. And we're gonna be back with them.
Welcome back to the Tish Luv Show. I'm Keli Layne, here with a lovely host. Tish Luv. So we're gonna jump right into tweets from these streets.
Let me hear what these streets got to say.
Okay, so I follow this one entrepreneur. She's very well informed, and she says, "I don't care what anyone says. If you have a skill that you can use to earn an income, you are not broke. Broke is a state of mind. Your finances can change in a matter of seconds." Do you agree with this?
Overall, I agree, but there are some things, right? Because there's something, because life comes at people different. People's state of minds are different. People's mental health is different, and there's so many factors that if we paint it with a broad and big brush, it's not fair, like if I have a skill, but I have the time, or I may not have kids, or I may not have a parent that needs me, or I may not have other things, then I can go make money with my skill. But time is worth, do you have the time to go perfect your skill? Do you have time to promote yourself? Do you have the confidence?
Exactly.
Everybody's not born with that. Everybody doesn't exude that. So while I get her point, and she's right, in a perfect world, that would be 1,000,000%. You're not broke. Use what God gave you to get what you gotta get. I agree with that. Right.
But you
come on, that's what you gotta do. People used to say, "Tish, you talk too much." Oh my God, that was my biggest not criticism, but you know, when in
Yes,
school, like,
observations.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, this girl could talk. And so I became a talker. You know, you figure it out.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
It's not
That's
always that cut and dry.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it has a lot to do with where a person is at that point in their life and their mentality.
Yeah.
Because if your intention is to make money, you're going to make money.
Yeah.
You know, and making it is not the hard part, right? It's keeping it and building it, building on it, flipping it, in other words. That's where, like, the real skill and the real lessons and everything really comes into play. Yeah. But I wholeheartedly agree with the woman. I feel like broke is a state of mind. Yes. Because it's, it's such a temporary position. Yeah. That if you allow it to distract you, then you really won't earn anything. Yeah, you can only do what you say you can do. Exactly. So that's true. And people that make a lot of money, they don't get distracted by temporary circumstances at all. Yeah. They're on to the next thing. They're on to the next idea. They're not here. Yeah. They're ahead, thinking of the future, building in the future already. Yeah. Yeah. But people that are broke tend to be here or the past, and they stay there. Yeah. And it holds them down. Yeah. And they're distracted. Yeah. And we know what happens when you're distracted. It kills creativity, innovation. You're not thinking outside of the box because you're getting caught up. You're looking at where you're living. You're looking at what you driving or not driving. Yeah. You're looking at what the next person has. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, you are literally recreating your situation on a daily basis as you think about it, as you talk about it. You invest in it more. Yes. Yeah. And I feel like I was having this conversation with a friend, and I was like, this is exactly why people, like, when you grow up in the hood, they leave because of the mentality. Like, there's no way that you could you become successful and you stay with everybody else. That's like broke and struggling. Yeah. Before you become them again. Yeah. You leave because you're vibrating on a whole different level. And you are attracted to people that are thinking the same way that you think. And it's very hard to do that when you're like among the broken dusty. No, let me stop. You meant that. You meant that. But okay, so agree with you 100%. Personality traits versus mental state, right? So if your personality trait is, if that's what that is, to stay in that broken dusty place, I think that I gotta get away. But there's some people that actually have mental states that keep them in a funky place, right? True. And they don't want to be there. They want to look at the bright side of life and they want to be better, but it's literally a health condition, So I think and sometimes you can't tell which one. You don't know because they don't even know something's wrong or what's holding them down, That's true. We got to figure that out. I think we're living in a lot of the people that are in those type of environments I think they suffer from PTSD. They have traumatic experiences that keep them somewhere that is hard to get out of, So once we can figure out which one, it's all about breaking cycles and breaking what people are used to. Exactly. And it's like once people tap into the science of that and they're able to be like, you know what? I'm here. Mama was here. Grandmama was here. Great-grandma. I'm done with being here. It's got to stop. I have to think about this different. What are we doing to continue to perpetuate these circumstances? Yes. So that's very true. Yeah. Let's hop to the next tweet. Let's do it. So there was a picture of our new president and his wife, just waving at the inauguration. Right. And then the title is America's Long Racist Nightmare is Over. So it's almost like the picture is this, it's I want to know who is the author. Keep going. Because no, it ain't. It's making this statement that the Biden administration is like the beacon of hope for Black people?
Okay. Hope. I hope so. That is alternative facts, though. Because
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even. I feel like that's a stretch.
Super
it's
stretch.
Not over.
It's
not
over. And that's what I said. Who's writing that? Who wants you to believe? Who? This is gonna take. We won't be like that. Cause we gotta get into this one. So you stay tuned. We're gonna be right back for this one. Hold on. So we were discussing the picture of Biden and Dr. Jill Biden waving and somebody writing
that America's long racist nightmare is over. I don't agree.
I think that is a way to try to hush us up, and that's not going to work. No disrespect to the president. I'm very happy. I'm very hopeful. Mm-hmm. But no, this ain't
exactly. I think they should have put a question mark.
Right.
Yeah, everyone is having those feelings like, oh, thank God. No more.
Yeah.
45.
I don't even think that they are. I think that that's what they want us to have. Right? That's the whole, okay, fine.
We know better than that.
Yeah. Like, no, let's not do it. And we don't want...
Right.
Okay, so before we actually sat, we were talking about our white allies in the unjust fight, right? Mm-hmm. Of racism. And I think that tweet or that picture, that's for them. Mm. So they can be like, okay, our Black counterparts are okay now. Trump is like, don't fall for it, guys. They want us to. They want you to believe that we don't still need you guys to be allies because our president is not 45. No,
right.
Because it's more than just our president. Do you see that they had to take out some of the Marines? Do you see what they did to the Capitol? Right. Do you see what happens on our streets every day? It's not okay. We cannot go back to normal. Absolutely not.
If anything, with this new administration, we should just be charged up.
Yes.
Even more.
I agree.
To keep pushing, keep fighting with the same energy and the same zest.
Yes.
For justice and equality.
Yes.
Because it's just begun.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the door has been open. Now you want to slowly close it? Right. This door is not closing.
No.
I think we need to make just as much noise. We need to go because it's easy to not to let it dissipate.
Right.
That's the easy thing. Let's just get back, and that's almost like it'll get worse.
Yeah,
because it was like
especially now. Now everyone has fatigue of nearly everything.
Yeah,
they're fatigued with the social justice fight. They're fatigued with the pandemic. Mm-hmm. And everyone is just wanting, we're hearing so much of going back to normal. When normal wasn't a great and happy, peaceful place either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think that we just have to be recharged to push forward. And to, as I said before, wait and see.
Wait and see.
Or not even wait, but to just keep resisting.
Right.
And stay on
resist
the agenda.
That.
Exactly.
We resist
this.
Yes.
Racism.
Yes. Because it ain't, no, you tried it. Absolutely not. 45 was probably the worst and the best thing that could have happened. Mm. And I say that with a grain of salt. Definitely the worst war. But it opened a lot of eyes,
Oh, absolutely.
Our white allies, who I know that's controversial too. I believe that we need white allies. They're the majority, Mm. They needed to see it because they probably thought we were crying wolf until now. And now they're like, oh, y'all really on their necks for real. Y'all doing this to them for real. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. They're not crying wolf, and we need that energy to keep going.
Exactly.
So they tried it, but we ain't going for it. Nope. No, we're not at all. We will be right back with the topics of the day.
Thank you. Yes.
Welcome back to the Tish Luv Show.
Yeah.
We are discussing topics, and our first topic is social media in relationships.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord is right. First question. What does it mean when a partner posts you more than you post them, or vice versa?
So I think that, first of all, I feel like relationships nowadays should discuss feelings about social media. They really don't laugh. Don't laugh. They really should. Because if you don't talk about it, at least it causes problems later on that you didn't even know would be a problem, right? Because you're thinking, oh, it's social media, it's stupid, it's little,
right?
But it can become a very big thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like having that conversation is important to understand what it would then mean or not mean.
Okay.
So, for example, if your partner is not active on social media, doesn't really care or whatever, then you probably shouldn't feel a way that you're not posted on their social media. But if they posted everybody, co-workers, they posting their shoes, food, and you don't make the cut, okay, you need to have a conversation. Not so much probably about social media, but about,
what does that mean?
Yeah, or pay attention.
Yeah.
Because I think it could mean something. Hello.
If you know your partner. How much do you care about social media? What does social media mean in your life? And if it's important and I'm not on it, that's telling me something. I get it.
Exactly.
I have a devil's advocate way of thinking about that, though. Because some people really like to be private about their love life, because outside influences, when people know, people like, so then it's like,
yeah, that's me all the way.
Sometimes it becomes people are being nosy, and it's like, you just want to know who I'm rocking with, so you can see what they got going on. And I ain't letting you know that. So I get that.
Exactly.
So I agree with you, though. Talk about it.
Yeah, you gotta talk about it.
Yeah, what does it mean?
And you create your own rules.
Yeah, I agree. My husband's actually here. Husband, do you care that I post you on social media? He doesn't care. See,
exactly.
He cares.
And you guys talked about it.
Just now. We're figuring it out. I'm not in trouble. I don't post them.
That was quick.
If I post them, it's okay.
See?
Yeah. See, that's how you do it.
No
Communication is key.
Exactly. Communication is key.
Yes. What's the next one? You got one for us.
Okay, so this actually leads into the next question of, does a partner's posting or whatever really reflect how they feel about you or the relationship?
Right. It depends on you. It depends on how
I'm going to play devil's advocate, because I feel like common practice is people using social media to express what they feel.
Okay.
About any and everything.
Okay.
And if they're not expressing you...
You didn't make the cut, Jack.
You didn't make the cut.
Oh, you didn't get posted?
But here's the thing. If they're not posting you, but they're expressing about you, that's a problem too.
Okay.
Like all the subs and the memes.
What?
I mean, come on.
So
it happens.
So when they're like, you can tell that they're mad at somebody, but they're not saying who they're mad at.
Exactly. So one situation.
Okay.
I posted a meme about ain't. Okay.
We get that.
It wasn't particularly personal. I just thought it was funny.
Okay.
But I absolutely got a follow-up message. What does this mean?
Wow.
And...
Were you expecting it, though? Did you think they could go there?
No, I wasn't even expecting it. Because I'm like, hey, it's social media.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right.
People care.
People care.
It's a lot bigger than what people are making it out to be. And I do feel like it's worth having a conversation about it up front. Like, when you get to know each other and stuff like that. Instead of later on when
it's a problem already.
Exactly.
Right.
When it's a problem already or something comes up.
Yeah.
Because people shy away too.
Yeah.
Like, they talk about it with their friends, but,
Yeah, that social media is so tricky. Like, I grew up where...
It's also making dating harder because of, all of the other... how we're interacting.
With each other, right.
Exactly.
Right.
A lot can be hidden.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah. It's tricky. I do not envy anybody that has to deal with social media issues. I thank God I have not so far. It's been very
I know, exactly.
clean for me, you know.
But at the end of the day, it's 100% true that communication is absolutely
communication
important.
is key.
Yes.
It is. It makes everything better. Whatever relationship you're in. It could be the smallest relationship with the guy from the corner store. Seriously, because sometimes people don't
know
how people feel, and they can hurt their feelings or say something, you know. So definitely.
Exactly.
We'll be right back. Thank you for hanging out with me, Keli.
Thank you for having me.
Always.
This is always fun and wonderful.
It has been
an amazing way to kick off Black History Month.
Absolutely.
We've made history in so many ways, and we still continue to.
The resilience.
It's just very, very inspiring.
Yes.
And I just want us to keep it going.
Keep it going. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep keeping on. Shout out to everybody Black. We're going for everybody Black. And that's our period. Black women, we definitely rule. So,
all the time. Black
y'all are alright too, our Black kings and brothers. We love
yes.
And we will be back. So stay tuned in. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. And we love you guys.
I'm your girl Tish Luv, and I'm just here to say that I'm